Так, друзья, всем привет, с вами снова Дмитрий, у нас 7-я серия прохождения Hogwarts Legacy. Продолжаем махать палочками. И сегодня будем выполнять, о чем будем выполнять, я уже, честно говоря, забыл. Как у нас там вообще с заданиями. Ну, вот какие-то вот из этих заданий мы сегодня повыполняем. Ребят, подписывайтесь, ставьте лайки, пишите комментарии и продолжаем. Так, у нас желтенький квест, это типа основной, который обязательно нужно пройти. К нему мы сейчас движемся. Остановились мы, по-моему, в прошлый раз чуть ближе. Откинуло меня, видать, назад к чекпоинту. Да. Здесь мы остановились. Давайте подождем. О, вот этот челик нам и нужен. Gladwin Moon.
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night.
Ну, как интересно.
Now, if you wouldn't mind humoring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Oh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed. Which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea.
Revelio.
Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used the boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of two statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I knew I could count on you.
Что-то какая-то хрень, какие-то
First,
статуи.
you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora. That's how
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
Ё-моё. Алахамора. Угу. Так. Наверное, это сюда пришпандорим. Кто-нибудь ее видит? Я что-то ее не вижу. Привет. Так. И где оно? А, она само по себе используется. И что это? Что-то непонятно. Ты чё, взломал? Ёжики.
Remember, use a disillusionment charm.
Aloha Mora.
Пальцы так сломаешь. Ищу какие-то статуэтки. Что-то звенит прям кого-то туда близко, да? Да, тут можно еще пару искать. А, вот как Ревелио прокачиваться. Этому придурку надо эти штуки приносить.
your students getting along this year?
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation of coddled cape flappers.
Revelio.
Ой-ой-ой. Палево.
This must be the prefect's bathroom.
Ну. О, господи. Вот такая тупость.
Revelio.
Оп, палево.
Perhaps Ranrock and Hislop wouldn't be so combative if the Ministry would allow them to swarm. One of those goblins comes near me, in his hat. Or her, I suppose. Anyway, tactics class at superb. I don't think that's what that class is for.
She's right. Why don't you leave God?
Hello, Hamora.
Пижамка какая-то. Нахрен она мне нужна? Давай, выходи. А, ё-моё. Выход не тот. Так. Сейчас скоро 17 уровень получим.
Well, I suppose I should begin my rounds now.
I suppose Professor Black knows that. I had planned to get a few gatherings on Hufflepuff this year. Hufflepuff? Well, Ravenclaw? I know when I see a winning bet, and Ravenclaw would not have been that.
Все, сваливай, Матильда. Меня тут нет.
Revelio.
Ага. Хотя бы 17, да?
Revelio.
Вы там вроде выходить собирались. Что ты оборачиваешься-то? Слушай, там я столько замков в этом, в Хогсмиде могу теперь открыть. Здорово.
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar, and I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that.
Все.
Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
Мы там шмоточки какие-то нашли. В ручной комнате только уж, да, можно их выяснить. Что это за шмотки? Сейчас проверим.
Deke.
Ah, Deke is so happy to see you. Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deke has seen one of these before. Deke calls it a knapsack. Perfect for gathering and transporting beasts.
Хватит мешок какой-то.
Pleasant little breeze.
I have been thinking about something Professor Howen said in Beasts class. That I should study as many beasts as I can on my own time. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area. So, perhaps the beasts will be safer with us than out on their own.
Precisely what Deke was thinking. You see, the room knew exactly what you needed, and luckily, Deke can show you how to best use the knapsack and where.
Это как в фантастических тварях сумка, да?
Come along then.
Куда мы идем? Мне надо шмотки проверить, алло. Потом.
I wonder if you might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can. I would like your help with something.
As I mentioned, my sister Anne misses Hogwarts. She hasn't been herself lately. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her with me. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I'll look forward to seeing you there. It's just south of Hogwarts. By the way, hope you're faring well with the blasting curse. It's still one of my favorites.
Что у нас там из снаряжения-то новенького? Так, у нас есть... Моя лучше. Тут что? Поменяем. Здесь что? Защита от гоблинов. О какой. А здесь что? Здесь шмотки похуже. Талант это есть вообще? Смысл вкачивать? Ага. Что мы можем тут? Ну, в принципе, давайте хилку усилим.
Now that you've attended Beasts class, I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room.
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect. Deke loves an outing.
Куда пойдем? Будет учить меня животных ловить сейчас.
That was a dark time in Deke's life. Deke found himself in service of the cruelest wizard he ever met. A nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did horrible things to beautiful beasts. Oh. It was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good. We have arrived. Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts, especially the potful of puffskeins nearby. It will be nice to keep them safe. All you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it'll go.
All right.
Какая-то фигня, господи.
No need to be difficult. I mean you no harm.
Все?
You got one!
I managed to rescue a puffskein.
You can rescue as many as the knapsack will hold. Poachers capture puffskeins and, well, Deke isn't sure what they do with them. Deke is certain they will be safer with you. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly. A jobberknoll, perhaps.
All right. Where would I find one?
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts. But we must be careful. Deke has seen poachers in the area recently. Deke will meet you there whenever you're ready.
Угу. Ну, сейчас долетим туда.
Hello, Deke. Shall we continue?
Oh, good. Deke was worried about you, what with all the poachers in the area. Perhaps we should work quickly. The jobberknolls are just here, in this large tree. If it's helpful, Deke has seen Levioso used to slow flying beasts. Easier to get in close and use the knapsack.
Then I shall go and rescue a jobberknoll.
Good luck. Deke will be waiting.
Levioso.
Так, поймали, и чё? Чуть лежит. Бабло? Ну да, чуть-чуть совсем.
I rescued a jobberknoll.
Deke hopes your jobberknoll finds the knapsack nice and cozy. Poachers want them for their feathers, and are not kind when they gather them.
Are there any other beasts nearby?
Just one that Deke knows of, a herd of moon calves. They live in a clearing of trees up this footpath. Deke will see you there.
Я думаю, уже все.
Revelio. Hello, Deke. Is this the clearing you mentioned?
It is. Moon calves gather near the large tree with the spiral pattern in front, but only under the light of the moon. So, unfortunately, unless you have a way to hasten time, you might sometimes have to wait until nightfall to see them.
I shall go and find a moon calf then.
Deke will be waiting for your return.
Revelio.
Так, это они вот сюда приходят, когда наступает ночь. Давайте их подождем.
No, you don't. Accio.
Поймали.
Revelio. It was a bit trickier than the others, but I have a moon calf now.
Another beast, safe and sound. Shame we didn't see the moon calves dancing. It's a marvelous sight. Deke supposes you're finished here. He'll be able to rescue many more beasts, but for now, let's bring the ones you've gathered back to the room.
All right.
Deke will meet you back in the room whenever you're ready.
Я так понял, чтобы прохождение наполнить вот этими заданиями, просто пихали все подряд. Вот, ну зачем это? Это неинтересно. Я не хочу этим заниматься. Бегать, этих телят ловить в сумку.
Deke hasn't seen this many. There you are. Now, we need to show the beast you rescued, then you home. But, not enough room to let them out here. Imagine all those beasts running amok. That wouldn't do at all. Perhaps if you focus on what your beasts need, the room will provide. What exactly did you think of?
What is it?
Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out. Meet you inside when you're ready. Look at this. It's amazing.
Where are we, Deke?
It seems to be a place for your beasts to live, a vivarium of some sort. Oh, your beasts will be quite comfortable here. They'll live healthy, safe lives. Perhaps you want to release them, let them see their new home.
Милашки такие.
Deke thinks the vivarium will be a fitting new home for your beasts.
Indeed. I only hope we'll have enough space for all of them.
Deke hopes so too. But if you do run out of room, Madam Peck at Brood and Peck in Hogsmeade will help to find safe homes for them.
Any beasts that the room can't hold?
Yes, she's well known for helping to care for beasts in need, and she'll give you a fair price for them. Speaking of care, beasts that are well fed and groomed will provide you with valuable magical materials, such as puffskein hair, for example. If you gather some magical materials from your beasts, Deke can show you how to use them.
Very well. I shall let you know when I have some.
Deke thinks you are doing good work here.
Дай мне там свою эту шерсть пушишки. Мех пушишки. А птица где наша?
Revelio. I've collected some magical materials, Deke.
Now Deke can show you how to use them. First, you'll need to use this spellcraft to conjure an enchanted loom.
An enchanted loom?
Exactly. It will allow you to use your magical materials to weave magic into the very threads of your clothing, making your clothing more useful in a variety of ways. Why don't you try it? Deke thinks you'll be impressed with what the loom can do.
I'll go and experiment with the loom now. That came out nicely. I should show Deke. I used the enchanted loom, Deke.
Wonderful.
Will I be able to weave even more powerful magic into my clothing with the loom?
You will, by rescuing even more powerful beasts. For now, however, Deke suggests you explore the vivarium and get to know the beasts you've already rescued.
Thank you for your help, Deke.
Так, что теперь с заданиями у нас? Ладно, пойдемте пока по основным, что ли. Где там надо с ним встретиться? Я так понял, если по основным квестам уровень будет выше моего, придется идти выполнять дополнительные квесты, да? Какой у меня сейчас там 17-й, я сейчас уже на 15-м, то есть, а следующие основные будут еще выше и выше. Если, к примеру, у меня будет 19-й, а этот будет уже там 20-го уровня, придется идти ковырять эти дополнительные задания. Бррр.
Revelio.
Далеко фигачишь ты.
Revelio.
Who says crime doesn't pay? Why, I'm practically swimming in galleons.
Revelio.
I hope Rookwood knows what he's doing.
Perhaps it's dinner I'm hearing.
A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
Что такое?
Reparo. Revelio. Reparo. Revelio. Reparo. Revelio.
Ладно, поехали дальше. Это что такое? Слушай, а тут везде враги прямо.
Wait a moment. Over here.
Вы не можете войти, находясь верхом. Куда? А что от меня хотят-то?
Now you should be able to travel to and from Feldcroft in an...
Revelio.
Давайте тут все пока обрыскаем. Торговец, да?
Hello, nice to meet you.
Welcome. I'm Bernard Indiai, and this is my shop. Is there anything I can help you with?
What do you have for sale?
A pleasure doing business with you. Have I mentioned you're welcome to...
Revelio.
Сейчас пошаримся тут, а потом уже пойдем к Себастьяну. Ну, предмет для рук. Оранжевый.
Revelio.
Я так понимаю, тут как в любой РПГ, оранжевый сильнее, чем фиолетовый, фиолетовый сильнее, чем зеленый.
Revelio. Revelio.
What do we have here? A demiguise.
Так, что он говорил, надо делать? Надо вот эту хрень. И типа подождать до ночи, да?
Mine now, then, guys.
Все равно не могу я ее. И забрать ее оттуда тоже не могу. Ну ладно. О. А это что, враги, что ли? А, это так. Эти хреновины тренировочные, да? Господи, уж перепугали меня. Шляпа. Вроде как лучше, чем моя. Так, к вам мы еще вернемся. Прикольно. Так. Вот что можно было, мы обрыскали. Пойдем к пацану.
You made it.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. which is saying something, knowing me and ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's. This way.
Revelio.
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With
Homora.
wandering about all the time.
Вот почему
Everyone stays out of
скрывается.
sight.
Revelio.
Ладно, пойдем.
Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you...
Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy. Hey. Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never! I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
Классно сходили.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Revelio.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. He thinks he can help Anne, but nothing can be done for her.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
I understand what you're saying, sir.
Good. I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you'll remember what I've said. Good day.
I'm sorry about
Revelio.
her. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met on my first day at Hogwarts, in the Slytherin common room.
Oh, the common room. I adored teasing first years about spotting mermaids through the window. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft really if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Aura, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian, and his mind seems to be made up.
I can only hope he realizes the futility of his search for a cure soon. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
Там уровень какой-то не первый, 11, наверное, просто разглядеть не могу.
Sebastian? You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something.
Revelio.
Раскопать они не пытаются что-то связано с этим.
Is where they cursed Anne.
С древней магией-то.
This way.
Мы сейчас нескольких зайцев сразу убьем.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. Dead wizard in my book.
Levioso. Incendio.
One less demon to worry about.
Accio.
You will regret coming here.
Incendio.
How nice of you to stop by. I won't.
Enjoy suffering, do you?
You are postponing the inevitable. Let me down at once.
Incendio.
No!
Release her!
Incendio.
You've made your last mistake. This is where you will fail.
Accio.
I won't rest until
Incendio.
that was meant for me. How Hold it.
Ringo. Leviosa. Cindo.
Готов?
One less human to
Еще.
worry about. Leviosa. Rather unwise coming back this way. Let's get this over with.
Leviosa.
I won't.
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for.
Revelio.
I tried to warn you.
Ничего тут больше нет.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at billywhigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around?
Revelio.
They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason.
Значит, они тут что-то ныкают, я должен это найти, да?
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumor was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard.
Revelio.
I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more.
It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
Эти хранители здесь стояли, да?
Revelio.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor. Hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory
Та
that showed
девчонка, которую
this
хранители
house.
обучали.
There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out. Huh, a stairwell.
Revelio.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this
Меня
simply
что-то
strewn
ранило?
about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Чё меня лупит-то?
Incendio. Revelio.
Я же вторую неделю в лагере. Каждый день привозят все новых больных. Врачи, маглы и даже наши целители стараются сделать для них все возможное. Скорбь почти осязаема. Те, кто оправился, от чему никогда не оправится от боли и утраты. Лихорадка пройдет, кожа заживет, но печаль останется в сердце навечно. Я видел мужчину, который, как и мой отец, потерял ребенка. Это невыносимо. Но мне хотелось бы хоть немного облегчить его страдания. Я начинаю думать, что остальные неправы. Я способна помочь всем этим несчастным. На мой взгляд, оставить их страдать не менее жестоко, чем избавить от мук.
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this.
Я приехал сюда за знаниями, а теперь меня переполняет желание помочь. Сомнение терзает душу. Такое чувство, словно моя магия жаждет исцелять, а я не позволяю ей. Неужто надежды нет? Неужто угрызения совести будут терзать мне всю оставшуюся жизнь? Как смотреть этим людям в глаза и при том знать, что я могла облегчить их страдания? Сегодня снова увидела мужчину, напомнившего мне отца. Он покинул лагерь. Разве плохо было бы помочь ему? По-моему, это позволило не только применить мое особое мнение для благого дела, но и знать много нового.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels.
Revelio.
Все? Не все.
Revelio.
You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come.
Так,
I'm tempted to hold my breath.
В это окошко, да? И где мы сейчас окажемся?
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look.
Шапочка, конечно, очень милая.
Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not? Is it connected to our common room?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Cian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Revelio.
А, мы опять в этой же крипте. Все понятно. Мы опять в Хогвартсе. Что там за новое задание у нас? Вот, астрономия уже 16 уровень.
Meet me near the ruins of Falbutton Castle. After dark. Do not tell anyone.
If only a new student would help me.
Сначала выручай комнату. Давайте зайдем. Там какие-то шмотки у нас были. Перчатки вроде.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Перчатки. Что там у нас? Просто одни вроде получше, да? Повышает урон, наносимый с помощью инсендио. Да, лучше вот эти. О, 10 штук можно отвалить. потратим эти 3 минуты на рябиновый отвар. Все. У нас по максимуму 25 штук, короче, можно всего носить. Понятно. Там какой-то из основных, да, вот, оно заблокировано. Потому что нам нужно уметь Вингардиум Левиосу делать, колдовать. Ну ладно, еще к этому придем. Да, надо будет сайд-квесты повыполнять, сразу себе левел повыше набить, чтобы проще было потом двигаться по основному сюжету. Подождите, но в итоге я могу поменять внешний вид, да, шмоток? Перчатки норм, очки норм, вот шапку. Шапкой я ничего не могу сделать. А, вот. Шапка шофера. рыцарь. Да, давайте вот так оставим, да? Хоть выглядит по-человечески.
Revelio.
Звенит, как будто прям вот очень близко. А, вот. Восемнадцатый уровень.
Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Revelio.
Урок астрономии у нас теперь. Надо на уроки ходить.
And your reading is The Dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies.
Professor Shah.
Astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck. Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takkar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own.
И что теперь?
Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear? Dismissed.
Hello. I don't believe we've met officially. I'm Amit. I'm something of an astronomy buff.
Hello, Amit. It's nice to meet you.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
That's very kind of you, Amit. Are you sure you won't need it?
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplor. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it.
Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Какая нудятина. Зачем мне это?
Revelio.
How am I supposed to find Sirius when my hands are too cold to use a telescope? A dog, isn't it?
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
Levioso. Accio. Revelio.
A pristine.
The perfect night for...
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I'd expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes, what is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
And you need someone to help find it.
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
No need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't regret it. Shall we?
Господи, такой фигней занимаюсь. Ну что ж поделать-то? Выбора нет.
Revelio.
Ну, види, товарища.
Lumos! Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing. It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
Revelio. It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure.
A little foreboding.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Oh, of course. It's just not as tidy as I expected.
Incendio!
Cobwebs. You don't think any spiders might be lurking about?
Oh no. Not this close to school, Amit. Amit, could I ask you something?
Oh, certainly.
Why are you so fascinated with stars?
I suppose because there is so much to learn about them. I mean, there is plenty to learn about a lot of subjects, but astronomy seems limitless. Always something new being discovered. They are forever discovering new moons and stars. In fact, they discovered a new planet just 50 years ago.
Actually, that's all I wanted to know.
Oh, very well then.
Это вот эта хрень?
Revelio.
Как мне его использовать-то? Что-то он не хочет использоваться. А, во.
The constellation should appear near the center of your view. As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart. Stargazing is all about patience and precision.
Наверное, как-то вот так. О. И что теперь?
I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
Thank you, Amit. I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope, don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous. Thank you.
You are welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon.
Все? Ну и...
Never do get tired.
И для чего мне это нужно было? Так, ладно, давайте мы тут выполняем несколько сайд-квестов. А где мне их найти можно?
What a view.
На эти маски надо много времени. А депульса это что у нас? Энфринго, Дефиндо, Экспелиармус, Депульса. А где я должен козявки тролли-то взять? Так, ладно, сначала найдем врага. Любого.
Might I beseech you for some assistance?
Revelio.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Здесь можно открыть?
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Mine now, dummy guys.
А вот статуэтка, да?
Revelio. Revelio.
У тебя есть козявки тролля?
What can I do for you?
What do you have for sale?
У тебя есть козявки? Яблочный сок, златоглазки.
I hope to see you again sometime.
Revelio.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Levioso. Repulsor.
Bingo.
Levioso. Repulsor.
Нет, их поднять не удается таких. Что-нибудь полегче есть? Козявки тролля. Где же мне их найти-то? Соберите козявки тролля. Сама карта может оказаться довольно полезной. Так. А чем? Это что такое?
Revelio. Repulsor. Defender. Incendio.
Кто-то прибежал?
Revelio.
I should investigate. Could it be a Merlin trial?
Может быть. Но нам нужен тролль.
Revelio.
Это кто? Не, ну это не тролль, да? Так. А где мы тогда видели? В запретном лесу, нет? А запретный лес у нас... Вот здесь он наш. Вот наверняка где-то здесь он. Да, чувствую, сюжетка тут долгая получается. Но там надо 4 испытания пройти. Мы прошли только одно. И что-то пока даже к второму не приблизились. Так. Тролль, тролль, тролль. Где же ты, тролль?
Revelio.
Здесь паучки. А это кто? А фиг его знает, да?
Revelio.
Я помню, мы тут где-то пролетали и... О, нифига.
Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
Perfect. Target practice.
И на нескольких этих гоблинов нападали здесь тролли.
Revelio.
There's trouble afoot.
А тут кто?
Revelio.
Ну ты тоже не тролль.
Revelio. Revelio.
I may go to Hogsmeade later, stir up some trouble. They need to be reminded that we're still running.
Revelio.
Oh, you're wasting your time with... How did I get mixed up in this? Doing Rookwood's work for him?
Revelio.
Да, попробуй найди.
Revelio.
О, эти инферналы, да, или как они?
Revelio.
А троллей нету. Хрен его знает. Может, как-нибудь встретим. Блин, может, что-то другое сделать, я не знаю. Ох. Например, нам надо вот этот тентакулу и мандрагору. Трипофилы и поганки. Так, где у нас Хогсмит? Где этот магазин? Трипофилы и поганки. Кто не знает? Что за дела? Если мне понадобятся какие-нибудь семена или растения, всегда могу писать. Тимофилы и поганки. Где этот магазин у нас? Если в Хогсмене нету. Да? Ну это брюква там какая-то, да. Клёв и хохолок. А где еще может быть магазин? Где же может быть магазин Тимофилы и поганки? Ну все эти магазины ж по-любому в Хогсмиде, да? Только интересно где? Давайте проверять. Ну и тролля, если там где-нибудь по пути найдем, придется подраться с ним. А так вот специально его летать искать, конечно, не выход. Будем так полдня его искать.